Hi, my name's Michael. Most of you will know me, but if you don't, I'm Helen's husband. And I work as a chaplain in the Royal Navy, so I'm used to being on boats and ships, although not one like this, which was my birthday present for this year, as this is a bit old and fashioned. But I wonder how many of you have been on a boat or a ship, or even maybe a little dinghy, or even an inflatable in the sea. I suspect all of us have at some time. Well, I've spent the last 18 months working on one of these, which is a Type 45 destroyer, very big ship. But when you've been in the sea, I wonder if you've ever been in what our passage says is a raging sea. I hope you haven't, because this clip will show how scary that can feel like. So I wonder what Jonah was thinking and feeling when he knew, because of something he'd done wrong, a mistake he'd made, that he was going to be thrown into that raging sea. In fact, probably at this time of our history, being thrown into that raging of the sea, he probably thought and felt, although we don't know this, that there was no way out. Have you ever been in that place where you've done something wrong and thought that the consequences, all the stuff that would come afterwards, that there'd be no way out of that? It can be a really difficult and hard time to go through, and I suspect if we're all honest, we've all been there. But I'm going to cheat here a little bit, because the next bit that we go on to in Jonah, the first words in the next verse say, "Now the Lord provided." Because even though Jonah had done something terribly wrong, had made a huge mistake, and thought he had no way out, what he didn't know was that God had his hand on him. And Helen bought this for me before I went to sea, and it says, I hope you can see it, "Carry us home, home, home from the sea, carry us safely home from the sea." It's a beautiful thought that she gave to me before I went into some fairly raging seas, as you can remember. But always, no matter what mistakes you make or how hard things are, God always has his hand on us. He will always provide for us. And that's a wonderful thought when times get tough.